welcome Whitman baseball alum Matt Sox to the program today. Matt played 3 seasons for the Blues, where he was an all-conference second baseman and pitcher, and is now finishing up his undergraduate work at the University of Utah, and is playing Pac-12 baseball for the Utes. Matt, what's the latest? How you doing?
Doing great. We're playing baseball out here. We've had our little bit of restrictions with COVID, but we've been able to play, had our fall season, and now just getting ready to head into the off season.
So we had one of your former teammates on, Eric Ma, a couple weeks ago. He's playing in Northern Colorado for his seeking a master's degree. The both of you played your final season at Whitman last spring, but it was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Both of you got that year of eligibility back, so that both have 2 years remaining, which you'll play out at Utah. But before we get into baseball, just talk a little bit about what you're studying, the degree you're going to earn, and what you hope to do after you graduate. Maybe explain a little bit. We talked earlier about the 3-2 program, and you're going to get your degree from Whitman. So talk about that a little bit too.
Yeah, so I was part of the 3-2 program at Whitman, where I did a lot of my math, physics, and completed that portion. And now at Utah, I'm studying mechanical engineering. And once I complete that, I hope to get more into like aerospace and continue working as a mechanical engineer.
And the process of finishing up at Whitman and getting that opportunity to play at Utah, I know it. Coach Keita Moore helped you, and there was a contact through Linfield. Talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, Coach BK was a huge part of it. He was super supportive the whole way. From day one on campus, I knew that I went to the 3-2 program, and he was totally open-minded about it. And through his contacts and his reputation in the baseball community, he was able to open a lot of doors for me. And that's kind of how I landed here, being able to play baseball.
And, I don't know how much you've been following Whitman, but, we went to the online model for the whole fall semester. So none of our teams were able to compete, obviously, baseball team that had fall ball, but you were able to get a fall season in. How was that competition level, and how'd the fall go for you?
Yeah, fall ball was great. First couple weeks, a little jittery, but I think that's more in my head than anything. Playing baseball at Whitman, and especially with the staff we had, I was pretty prepared to compete like at this level in the inter squads, and those went pretty well. And I was really happy with how I played. And it's a different game a little bit, but a lot less people think. Like, we played a lot of good baseball in the Northwest Conference, so it's fun to see both.
Now, are you playing both in the infield and on the mound, or are you just strictly a pitcher?
Right now, just a pitcher. We got a pretty full roster.
Is that a little different for you to concentrate on just pitching, or is it kind of more comforting?
It's definitely different. I'd say there's a lot of positives, especially like when it comes to pitching, between just being able to dial in on a pretty hard skill, and then also when it comes to like arm health, being able to use your throws for more specific things. There's a lot of volume doing both ways, so just easier on the body for sure, being a pitcher only.
Yeah, I have some video clips of you hitting some good pitches at the plate. I guess we won't see those anymore, will we? But
No, not this year.
So I want to take a trip down memory lane a little bit here for you guys' postseason run in 2019. It's a surprise to much of the league, I'm sure, that you won the Northwest Conference tournament, and then you give eventual national champion Chapman all it could handle in the first round of the NCAA tournament. What are your memories from that run and just your career at Whitman?
Yeah, I mean, that year was awesome, but I think we were the only ones not surprised. We had a lot of senior leaderships. Everyone showed up at the ballpark every day ready to work. We were a really consistent group of guys that always picked each other up when it came to like on the field. And when it comes to like memories, it's always, as everyone says, it's the stuff off the field. It's the hotels, it's the road trips, it's all the early practices, the spin agilities, and all like the different stuff that comes with that, and the time you get to spend with them.
Yeah, I mean, I joined you guys on that trip, and it was kind of my first opportunity to see you guys up and close, and it was pretty impressive. Why it kind of came down to the last inning. The whole trip you were kind of behind, and then you finally caught up, but it just didn't happen for you. So
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for coming on the show today. When do you guys start up in the spring? Are you set to go?
Yeah, so tentatively, we're looking to open up our season February 17th in San Antonio.
What do you guys play there?
I think it's a tournament, so I'm
Mhm.
not sure exactly who we play.
Okay.
But yeah, we're looking pretty good right now to go to play some conference competition, especially with, granted, not us playing football, but some teams are playing football. And if basketball goes out pretty smoothly, I think we'll be green lights to go for our season.
Perfect. Well, thanks again for coming on, and take care of yourself. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for having me.